Hey guys, welcome to the Chicago Auto Show, and this is the day before, and we're here at a kind of a cool event. It's the garage, where we get to actually drive some of the cars that will be on display at the auto show. And with me is Molly Cosgrove, who is with Ford. Thank you for taking the time to show us the new
2018 Lincoln Navigator. So thanks for joining us. So right behind me is the all-new Navigator. The whole design and engineering team worked really hard to bring this vehicle. And some of the elements I just want to point out on the exterior before we jump in.
You know what, let's do this.
Yeah.
Why don't you give them a walk around the car and then come on back and we'll talk about the design of the car.
Okay,
Let's start with that.
that
So
sounds great.
Go give them a walk around. All right, so there you have it, guys. There's the new Navigator, and let's talk about the design language. It's very bold. Not too much chrome. I mean, obviously in this class of vehicle, you're going to want to see some chrome. So tell me about the design language.
Yeah, so you'll see, I think first the grille is the new face of Lincoln. So starting with 2019, all Lincolns will have the same design language.
Yeah, just talk to me.
So we also made sure that the Lincoln Star actually will illuminate through the chrome on that speaker grille. So when you approach the vehicle, all Lincolns have the Lincoln Embrace. So with Navigator, when you first come to the vehicle, the star lights up first and the signature lighting comes out from there, and the running boards will deploy.
No, let me get closer over here
All right.
so people can kind of see it.
So if you actually press, do you still have the key fob? You can press unlock, you can actually see that lighting sequence start
All right,
up.
I'm going to press unlock here. That's it.
So you'll see the star illuminate, and then the signature lighting kind of comes out from the inside, and the running boards even deploy to welcome you. So, and when you actually close the vehicle, that same embrace will go in the reverse to say goodbye.
So I'm getting a Lincoln hug. Is that what you're telling
Exactly,
me?
yeah.
I'm getting a Lincoln
We
hug.
want to be warm and human, and make sure that the vehicle says hello and also goodbye.
All right, now obviously this is a car that seats a lot. It's a 3-row car that seats a lot of people. Actually, it's a SUV. What's under the hood? Is it an EcoBoost 3.5 liter?
So we have a V6 3.5 liter twin turbocharged that produces 450 horsepower and 510 foot-pound of torque. So it's the best in class horsepower and torque. And we also paired that with a 10-speed transmission, and that's the standard and only powertrain offered in the vehicle.
So 10 gears, 450 horsepower. What does it drive like?
So it drives fantastically. So I think we should get in
All right,
so you
let's
can
go.
see for yourself.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you get in the driver's seat?
Yep. I'm going to get hugged, guys. Here we go. I'm going to get the Lincoln Embrace. All right, jump in the back end.
So this is our destination Black Label theme. So Black Label represents the best of what a Lincoln can be. So you might not be able to tell on the video, but there's a lot of really great detail throughout the interior of the vehicle here. So
It looks expensive.
it is. It's not an inexpensive vehicle. So you have a suede headliner that runs throughout, 3 rolls of Venetian leather, a Kaya mahogany wood. We even have a laser etching and an ombre pattern that goes across the entire instrument panel, and then also into the door panels as well. Even the base Navigator has leather wrap grab handles. We really want everything that you touch and experience in this vehicle to be soft. So the hug continues even on the inside as well. And if you start up the car,
Here we go.
you'll see the animated, got some radio still on. You'll see the animated center stack and sync will come on. We've changed our shifter to be what we're calling our piano key shifter. So instead of the traditional shifter inside, we've actually now opened up more storage in the vehicle. So we have a wireless charging pad right here. You have cup holders, and then the piano key shifter is also a design element for the vehicle as well. So for us, it's really important to emphasize the horizontal lines throughout. Even though this is a big vehicle, if we don't lay the interior out properly, it can still feel kind of claustrophobic.
Well, let's take it for a ride.
All right.
I mean, I'm curious to see how it drives. So we don't have a traditional shifter. I
Nope.
think we have a column
Nope.
stock. Nope.
You actually have, these are your shifter buttons
Oh,
right
we've
here.
got shifter buttons.
So this is our piano key shifter. So we actually,
Yep.
it's a design element, and then by mounting it here, it frees up a lot of storage space.
So push button shifting.
Yep, into drive.
Into drive.
So even though we're in the garage, I'm still gonna
put our seatbelts on.
Yeah.
And you guys, by the way, we're doing this live, so it's a little bit, garage bandy, literally.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. All right, so we're in drive now, and let's hit the road here, huh?
Yep, so this vehicle has adaptive suspension, so it's a really smooth and quiet ride. So it's the quietest ride in its class. And when you also consider we have the most powerful engine, and we also have the best-in-class towing as well. And we also have unsurpassed fuel economy. And all of those things together typically would be a bit challenging to get to combine.
Sure.
But because we made the 2018 Navigator out of aluminum, high-strength aluminum body, we're actually able to save up to 200 pounds, but really reinvested the majority of the weight savings in addition to those 200 pounds into a lot of the attributes that our clients care about, things like drive comfort. So hopefully you're feeling a pretty smooth ride right now, even when you go over kind of some of these metal divots in the floor.
Obviously, we're in a garage, so it's hard to,
Yes,
to
it's not
comment.
quite,
Yeah, exactly.
quite the same.
But let's do this. Let's talk numbers. So one of the numbers that you probably are well aware of is that GM kind of owns 67% of this luxury SUV three-row crossover market, right? With the Escalade and with some of their GM products, some of the GMC products. So you think that this is going to kind of claw back some of that market share for you guys?
I mean, so far,
Yeah.
we've had a really great reception. So right now, 85% of our volume that we've sold so far is in our Reserve or Black Label, so our highest series. Our transaction price has increased quite a bit with the new vehicle. And we're also right now only at 7 days supply for the product. So really the vehicles are going right as soon as they hit the dealer's lots. And I think the reason it's 7 is just because most of our clients need a few days to get to the dealership once their vehicle arrives. So far it's been a really positive reception.
How much does it start at? And how, if you get the entry level, so to speak,
Yes.
how much would that be? And how high can you get it up?
So the entry level is $73,000,
Yeah.
and you can get a Navigator up to about $105,000
Wow.
if it's
Yeah.
fully loaded.
Yeah. And then fuel economy?
So the fuel economy, we do have unsurpassed fuel economy. We have best in class, city and combined. And forgive me, I have to remember all of those off the top of my head. I think it's right now about 19 combined.
Okay, 19.
Yes.
And how about towing?
We also have best in class towing,
Yeah.
so you can tow up to 8,700 pounds with a Navigator.
Yeah, I see you've got the trailer backup assist over here.
We do.
Which is kind of a forward thing where you can use this knob to actually steer the vehicle so that it backs up the trailer. Instead of having a counter steer, you kind of steer the way you
Exactly.
want. Yeah, and then it works in conjunction with the backup camera.
Right, so it's a lot more intuitive, especially for people who aren't used to driving a trailer all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So what's your favorite feature of this? That's kind of my softball question.
Yeah, so my favorite feature are definitely the drive modes. So when you rotate the knob in the console right here, you'll actually see different animations appear in the
Let's do it.
digital cluster.
Yeah, let's do it before we run somebody over. So I'm gonna rotate the. So there's normal, which is I guess just everyday driving.
Yep, so effortless and balanced, just kind of like the description.
Okay. That's normal. Slippery. That's snow. I take it.
Yep, so a snowy day out today in Chicago, so that would be perfect for these conditions.
And then deep conditions. Is that really deep snow?
So deep snow or deep mud, and why we did that is if you're in deep snow, it's actually a very different way you want to set up your vehicle than light snow. So we really didn't want to have a snowflake mode because we thought that this better actually describes the conditions you're in. And if you want to be in deep snow or deep mud, it's actually very similar settings.
So basically, you've got the drivetrain of a pickup truck, right? So you've got all-wheel drive, or is it four-wheel drive?
It's 4x4 and 4x2.
Okay.
And what the drive modes will control are the driveline settings, your suspension, pedal mapping, track control. For example, I'm not an engineer, so I didn't realize that if you're stuck in deep snow, you actually really want to turn that traction control off. So that will automatically be updated with this vehicle.
I don't want to run over a Mustang or an ambulance.
Yeah.
But you've got the bird's eye view, so you can see where I'm backing up into.
Exactly.
It makes backing up very simple. And there's the Mustang. You don't want to hit that. So let's do more of kind of a walk around, because obviously these 3-row vehicles are all about sitting in the back. So let's jump in the back and see how much room there is, and then I want to see how much room there is when you open up the tailgate.
That sounds great.
Yeah, is that good? So just put in P.
Yeah.
Hit the power button. Oh yeah. Seat moves. Let's go one seat back. All right, so this is the second row. Oh, you got your TV screen here. You've got complete controls for your heat, for your audio. Is there a refrigerator back here?
There's not a refrigerator, but you do have plenty of storage.
And a full.
Yeah, so this can open for, I think our accessory power's off right now, but you do have also the moonroof controls back here as well, and this can open one more stop.
Nice, nice, nice.
So we also have the biggest moonroof of any of our competitors as well.
All right, I'll meet you in the back. I'm going to try climbing in the way back.
So actually, I can show you a trick.
Yeah, show me a trick. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, in a 3-row vehicle, you got to check out all 3 rows. And here, I'm going to give you this because I'll walk away with it, and nobody else will drive it.
Well, so I guess this isn't really a trick, but this is our second row tilt and slide seats. So you actually just simply lift this lever up and slide the seat forward, and it kind of comes forward in one piece, so it's a lot easier to get into the third row.
Yep.
And the benefit for a lot of folks who may have child car seats, you actually don't need to remove the car seat to pull the seat
Which
forward.
is a big pain in the butt.
It is. It is a big pain in the butt.
All right, let me try it back here. How many cows gave up their lives for this? This is so much leather. All right, let me try this. Yeah, it's good, but if you're 6'2", it's probably not where you want to spend a lot of time. It's not bad, but I think it's very similar to the competition in terms of how much room you have. And getting in and out, it's for a pretty big guy like me, it's not too bad.
We actually do have best-in-class leg room, so I do challenge you to sit in the third row of some of the competitors, and you might be a bit more cramped. But I agree.
Yeah.
It's a nice to have. But I think all of the seats are generally pretty comfortable in the product.
It's okay. Yeah. All right, let's look at the back.
Okay.
So you got the fob. I take it it's electric.
It is electric, but I'm just gonna
do it the manual way.
Exactly. So this is our regular length Navigator. If you want, you could get the extended length, which would provide you with about another foot of cargo space. And then with this, you also have power controls of the seats. So right here, we could fold down the second row, and you could bring them back up with power as well, which is nice if you have your hands full of a lot of groceries to not have to.
Do you have the kick option?
We do have standard Navigators, the hands-free liftgate opening. And right now you can actually even put the second row forward with a push of a button as well.
I'm going to ask you another number. Do you know how many cubic?
I do not know that.
I stumped you.
Yeah, you did stump me. I can get you that and send it to you an email separately.
All right, I'm going to go with 100. Hashtag fake news, so you got to Google that yourselves.
I do know that we do have best-in-class cargo room, though. Right. So of our competitors, we do have more cargo room.
All right, the big question for me is when can we get one in Colorado, run it up our gauntlet, and tow with it?
So right now they are available at dealerships. So I suggest you contact your local dealership for a test drive.
I don't want to buy one. No, I want to get one from you guys to test it for these guys.
All right, I'll put you in contact with the right
people.
Team.
All right.
Yes.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, we're going to have wall-to-wall coverage of the Chicago Auto Show. As always, this is Rollin, and thank you, Molly, for taking the time to show us the new Navigator. And stay tuned. There's a lot more to come. And don't forget to subscribe because, well, that's the only way you know when there are new videos posted. See you guys in a bit. Ciao.